Yeah, man, it is September the 11th, 2023, and it's been a while since I made a video, but I have a few things that I want to talk about, and gang stalking is definitely one of them, and I'll start with that. Actually, let me start with this, okay, about my videos and posting my videos. There was a time where I probably wouldn't care that much if you reposted my videos, but there's quite a few people out there that like to repost my videos and sit there and talk trash the whole time. And that's fine. You can try to do that if you want to. But at this point, if you haven't messaged me or contacted me directly and gotten permission to use my video or to post my video, then I'm just going to click the button on YouTube Studio and say, yeah, get rid of it. And I don't care if they give you a strike or anything else. I need to be able to control my content. And if I feel like one day I want to take all these videos down, then I want, not that I'm going to, but if I wanted to, then I want to be able to do that. And so even if you mean well, you can't just decide to post my videos up. You know, even I know some of you guys, you can share it. You can share it all day. Share it wherever you want to. Share my videos, but you can't record my videos and then repost them on your channel. I get notifications when that happens most of the time. Sometimes I can find them on my own, or it was a case over the weekend. Somebody sent me a link. Basically, this guy's talking trash or whatever. And you know, I really don't care what these people say at this point. This person was saying, oh, yeah, this guy's a fake and all this stuff. And he's saying he never shows anybody gang stalking him. And he obviously doesn't understand exactly. So I don't even think that he's just one of these gang stalkers, really. I think that he's just somebody that doesn't understand what's actually going on with us. And, you know, I don't have to come on my videos and try to convince you. I just tell you what's happening to me. And 10,000 of you say, oh, same exact thing. He knows, this guy knows exactly what he's talking about because the same exact thing's happening to me. And that's, you know, that's why people watch my videos and stuff, because they are experiencing the exact same thing. And it's not some kind of schizophrenic disorder like this guy trying to insult me and us in general. And it's doesn't necessarily have to be people following you around. It definitely can be that. And it definitely has been that. And I have actually posted many videos about that, and even showing a bunch of stuff of people trying to run me off the road and coming the wrong way down one ways and dropping huge smoke bombs. And I've had it all on live streams and everything else. So, but you know, I can't get mad at somebody and see all my videos, but then if they want to go and say something like they don't know what they're talking about, then I just don't even care, really. But if you're gonna post my videos, then just know I'm gonna click that button and say my video has to be taken down. And it's likely they might give you a warning or a copyright strike or something like that for your channel. And if you know about YouTube, you can get strikes for whatever reason. But if you get like 3 of them in a certain amount of time, then they'll take your channel down. And so, you know, I post all original videos with just me talking. It started with me talking before I even came on YouTube talking. I was doing audio of me talking about it, and it just kind of evolved into this whole thing. But so that's that. I just want to let you guys know that you can't post my videos unless I told you could. And there's a couple people who I told that they could a while back, and they did, and they're not getting that button pushed. All right. So that's it for that. And but I think that it's not that important, I guess, but you know, people need to understand that what we're dealing with is a broadcast situation. 90% or 99%, some very high percentage of gang stalking is broadcast. It's remote neural monitoring, artificial telepathy, and it's broadcast. Okay, and it's not just artificial. You don't just hear people. There's all kinds of things they can do. All right, and you know, just to clarify, since I haven't done a video lately, yeah, they're still doing all kinds of stuff to me. All right, and somebody or lots of people always say you have to ignore them. You have to ignore them, and then they'll stop. And it's not true. You can try to ignore them, but it's very difficult to ignore somebody that's connected with you in a neurological way through this neural monitoring system. Okay, so it's very, very difficult to try to ignore somebody like that, especially they know what you're thinking, they got something to say about all of it. And but on the flip side of that, if I'm very busy and I'm just doing my thing and I don't even have time to deal with them and the blah blah that they got going on, they do kind of back off a little bit. They never really go away. And let me say this too: when you're dealing with gang stalkers, there's different levels of gang stalkers. I'm not saying like, oh yeah, this one got promoted to Mr. Gift Card Passer Out or something ridiculous like that, because it's not how it works. Okay, when I say there's different levels of gang stalkers, they're using this mind control or almost telepathic. It's like a neurological connection technology where they can know what you're thinking, and they like to try to capitalize on little things. So you think something, they're like, ooh, 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 and they want to initiate some sort of situation or make you feel some kind of way about what you're thinking about. And, because they have that advantage over you to know what you're thinking and to try to exploit every little thought you have. So, I have guys that'll just sit there, and then when I think something, they're like, and they just go crazy and try to say this or that or do some kind of screaming girl voice or something ridiculous. Okay, but what it really comes down to is intelligence. And most of the gang stalkers that I've dealt with, or especially the ones that won't go away, the ones that find somebody smart and get on their channel, on their neural monitoring and just stay forever, they love the way you think. They're so addicted to your mind. And when you're dealing with people that are not as intelligent as you, or just in general, they're just not as good at this gang stalking thing. And it's all about these mind games that they can play. And if they can know what you're thinking or know what you're doing and be a commentator on your life, or even become like a part of your life, they're talking to you, and they're like, oh, see that guy coming towards you, oh, he's about to kill you or something stupid, right? They want to initiate a situation because they're doing live streams or streams in general. They're doing EMF broadcast video that they could put out there. And this is what they do. They're putting out content on something that's like neural monitoring would be kind of like YouTube, except for all the videos aren't with the camera. Okay, they're with either your eyes or their broadcast or some reflective surface around you or something. They're receiving that view. And all of those views and their commentary and their little broadcast people and all of that stuff is part of the show. And if they can create an interesting show, if they can interact with you and have it be funny or scary or just very interesting in general, maybe you're calling the police, or maybe you're trying to escape the Illuminati, and maybe you're in those beginning phases where those kind of things are common, and they can be a part of every minute of that and create a lot of that in your life. And then they're putting out a show about that's very popular and very interesting. And like it or not, a lot of us would probably watch those kind of shows too if they were just Truman shows everywhere to pick and choose which one you want to watch or subscribe to or whatever the situation is, because it is, from my personal standpoint, it is funny sometimes, the things that they do to us. I can laugh at it too, and they're like, this just called the police on himself, and stuff like that. When you're calling the police, or you're trying to escape, or you think there's somebody running on your roof, and all of these bizarre things that they can create that belief in you, because they can use neural monitoring and all of the broadcast telepathy stuff and just create these situations that can seem very real. But then you got some that are not that good at it. They're not very good at talking or creating a circumstance, and they're just horrible at gang stalking. And what they resort to is torture. They resort to broadcast torture because they're not good at anything and they're not that smart. So, and they hate it. I'll just sit here and say that, but it's like they try and beg and compete with each other to get my attention, and everything they say, I just thinking to myself constantly how stupid they are, how dumb they sound, how ridiculous and pathetic they are, how weird of an obsession can you have with a person for to be on their neural monitoring for a decade. And so every time they talk, I have these thoughts, and it's just a natural reaction because that's the truth, and that's how I feel about them. And that's what kind of people they are. And they are that pathetic, and they're not that intelligent, and they don't have anything interesting. And so it does result in torture because it's the only attention they can get from you. They have to make you give them some attention by screaming at you in stupid girl sounding voices and doing broadcast things to your physical body that hurt. And that's all they can do. And that's the power that they have. Okay, and then when you think about how dumb they are, it makes them even madder because they're connected to you and they can know what you're thinking. It makes them feel stupid. You make a gang stalker with a mind control headset on that's halfway just kind of out of it in this subconscious state, controlling their broadcast. Go ahead and piss one off and watch them, make them feel stupid. And when you do that, watch how they attack you physically with broadcasts because they feel stupid. Would they do it in person in real life? No. No, because they're cowards. They're cowardly people. All right, that's really how neural monitoring works, and that's how a lot of these gang stalkers are. The ones that are smart, intelligent people, if they happen to have that wicked, evil streak in them to do horrible things to people, to do gang stalking to people and use remote neural monitoring in that way, if they're intelligent ones, they're not going to sit there on your channel all day. They got other people they're trying to do stuff to, or other things they're actually doing in real life as a human, going out of the house and going places in vehicles and seeing actual parts of the world with the real eyes. You know, that's what the more intelligent people are doing, getting every fulfillment from their life. But these idiots that are sitting around in some shithole for months, years, and decades, and they don't have anything else. That's what they have. Is to sit there and do stuff to you and like this vendetta. And I'm not going to pretend to completely understand their mindset because it's very deranged. But anyway, yeah, there's that. So let's see. I talked about the videos. Can't put out my videos without my permission. Give you the update. Yeah, they're still doing stuff to me. I'm very busy. I don't like doing these videos, but I feel kind of obligated to continue. And I know you guys understand the stuff that I'm saying, the real ones out there. And there's been a few people that have hit me up that don't have like artificial telepathy yet. And it's not something you have. It's either your gang stalkers are doing it or not. Okay, but there's people that hit me up that really understood a lot of it just from the receiving the from being connected to someone neurologically and noticing things out in public and stuff like that with the street theater, which is what that's called. That's called the street theater, and it's part of gang stalking. But when it comes to neural monitoring, it's really a smaller part. It's a much smaller part. And there'll be a lot of people involved with your street theater in the beginning. And if it bothers you a lot, and if you're not willing to shoot people that try to run you off the road or ram them with your car or something, like if you're not one to put up with it, they're not going to want to tangle up with you as much, because especially if you know what's going on. This is street theater and they're on your neural monitoring, checking everywhere. You can't get away. You beat them out by 10 blocks, and then 2 minutes later, here all they come again. Okay, and it doesn't matter. You can't escape them because they always can see right there and look on their phone and look on your neural monitoring, see right where you're at, just like you were the sharing your location or something, really. But so anyway, that's it pretty much. I know you guys understand that it's all like exactly like that because you're going through the exact same thing. That's why this channel's had success. This person talking about me being such a fake and because I keep saying this and that, and he was like, I was just laughing because 90% of what he was saying was like wrong, even if he was just trying to like say what I was saying, like he wasn't even getting it right, what I was saying. Like, and then he didn't understand that gang stalking is mostly about remote neural monitoring broadcast stuff. And But this person, I don't know if they're trying to make a name for themselves, but they really don't seem like a gang stalker. They just seem like somebody that didn't know. And, but if you're sitting there with 200 subs and you're trying to tell everybody I'm fake, well, these 10,000 people didn't follow my channel because I'm talking about something that sounds so ridiculous. They follow my channel because they have the exact same experience, and so they know. So I don't have to try to convince them. Okay, there's times where I can explain, okay, no, this is what exactly that means, or this is what they're doing at that point in time, but they all go through the exact same thing. So I don't need to convince them. Okay, and if you're talking about this stuff publicly, back to you guys, all right, my followers and myself, if we're talking about this stuff publicly, they don't like it, especially if we know what we're talking about. The gang stalkers don't like it, all right, and they would rather we didn't, especially if you really do know who a lot of them are. And if you're correct with what you're saying, then they don't want you to talk about it. Will it stop them? No. It will not stop them if you talk about it. But if you don't talk about it, like when I don't do videos, they start to get a little bit carried away with the dumb stuff they're doing. And then a little bit more and a little bit more. And then I have to come out and say, okay, I think they're hurting me or this and that and blah, blah, blah. They keep doing all this stupid stuff. And I have to talk about it some more. Talk about how it works and what's going on, blah, blah, blah. And really, they've fueled these 10,000 videos that I put out there, or however many it is now. So, but that's it. That's it. I just wanted to give you guys an update. It's actually September the 12th. So, I don't know. I don't know what else. I don't know what we're going to do. I'm still promoting go to school for computer science. Do that. Go to school for computer science. Really all of the computer science degrees, programming, cybersecurity, web development, database management, network forensics or expert or whatever. All of those things can help you with the stuff that gang stalkers do. All right, I'm doing it, and as soon as I think I got about maybe a year left on my programming degree, and at some point in the next year, I'm gonna start dual major, I guess, and also get the cybersecurity degree because a lot of the classes are the same, and so I can get it for like way less classes, and then I may even get like a third one in a couple more years, and then like look into like masters and stuff like that. Hopefully by then, I'll be doing a lot of videos about computer stuff and how to stop people from doing this and that to your phone, and tutorials, and maybe not getting gang stalked anymore, and have a lot of success and make a lot more money. So it's not a bad pathway. No matter what, you can start just a beginner type job for like $100,000 if you have those kind of degrees. And if you're any good, you're looking right at 200 or 300, or go on your own and make millions, and that's it. So you start doing that kind of stuff, and it's not very likely that you'll continue to be gang stalked. And I know how hard it is. You've been hearing me talk about it for all these years. I still go to work every day. I still go do whatever I want to, and they'll never stop me. I don't care what they think or what their agenda or plan or anything else is. I know what I got to do, and to beat them and to be successful and to save my life and my family's life, I have to do what I'm doing, and so I'll continue to do that. All right, but that's all for now. Thank you guys for watching.